Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the HT Physio Quick Tips series. My name is Will Harlow and I'm the Over-Fifties specialist physiotherapist at HT Physio in Farnham. And today we're going to be talking about why arthritis can cause your knees to become incredibly stiff. Okay, so everyone knows that arthritis can cause pain in the joints, but it can also cause stiffness in the joints as well. And one of the common joints to be affected by this stiffness is the knee joint. Now, to be able to do the normal things that you love to do every day, you need to have a certain range of motion at the knee joint. You need to be able to fully straighten your knee, so it's almost locked out straight, and you need to be able to bend your knee at least, I would say, 100 to 110 degrees to allow things like coming down stairs and cycling, if you like to cycle. Now, over time, arthritis can cause you to lose the ability to fully extend your knee or fully bend your knee as well. And both of those things can cause problems. If you can't fully lock your knee out, can't fully extend it, then you're going to have difficulty walking properly. You might not feel it as difficulty, but other joints in your body are going to have to compensate for the fact that your knee can't fully extend. So it can become a problem, not just to your knee, but other areas as well. Now, some of the things that cause this knee stiffness might surprise you. For example, what you can end up with is you can end up with a buildup of scar tissue in your knee with arthritis, which stops your knee from fully getting to those end ranges of motion. Now, scar tissue is a funny substance, it's adhesive, so it's sticky. It stops your joint from fully being able to flex or extend, and you might not even notice that it started to accumulate. Luckily, scar tissue is something we can break down to an extent through a combination of hands-on treatment and exercises. One of the other reasons that a knee joint can become stiff in arthritis is because you lose some of the fluid within the joint, which supports the cartilage, so the knee is not as well lubricated. You can think of this fluid almost like WD-40. Okay? It helps the joint to move nice and freely. And if that fluid dries out and you start to lose it within the joint space, then you end up with a very stiff joint. And then the final reason that your knee can get very stiff with arthritis is the muscles around the knee joint can start to tighten up and can prevent movement as much as you were able to do before. So your quad muscles, which are the ones at the front of your thigh, your hamstring muscles, which are on the back of the thigh, and your calf muscle as well, which is on your lower leg, that can all contribute to stiffness in your knee if those muscles start to get tight. So a proper stretching regime can really help quite often people who have arthritis in their knees. Now, we usually find that once the stiffness starts to decrease, pain also comes down too. So if you're thinking, how is resolving the stiffness going to help the pain? Well, many times it does. So it's definitely worth having a stiff knee looked at. And if your knee is getting very stiff, but it's not yet painful, unfortunately, having that stiffness there is a risk factor to develop pain later down the line. So it's also worth getting it looked at. Now, if you'd like some more information about how to deal with knee stiffness, you can take one of my free knee pain guides, and you can find a link to take that below this video. The other thing you can do is you can grab a copy of my book. It's called Thriving Beyond 50, and it has lots of tips in there about how to help knee arthritis at home and how to reduce knee stiffness. Anyway, I hope that helps, and I look forward to speaking to you on the next video.